It's a great day to play, everybody! Welcome on in to the channel, yeah. Whether this is your first time here or you are rejoining us, thank you so much for being here with us today. You are loved, you are appreciated, and you are always welcome here in this channel. Now, today, we're going to be watching an unhelpful guide to Blackpink, the 2019 version by Lisa Enthusiast. This is one that people had recommended over and over again. And even though I had already watched the Netflix documentary and then I watched one other of their series on YouTube, people still were like, if you really want to see more about the individuals, you should still watch this one. It's a good one to watch. So here I am, by your recommendation. That's what we're going to be doing today. If you want to be helpful, unhelpful, one of those two to me, you could subscribe, and hit the little notification bell so you know when our videos come out and you know when we go live, and then you can follow along with us on our journey. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Yeah, the answer is yes, by the way. But without further ado, let's get into it. I'm excited. Okay. An unhelpful guide to Blackpink 2019 version. It's funny. Jennie! Pictures are priceless. Alright, Jennie. Spits hella bars. Low quality video, high quality one. Alright. Chanel. I've noticed that in her videos already. Easily scared. Could you imagine being in a live show and that happening? That would be so priceless. Oh my goodness. This is cute and funny and informative at the same time. I hope that there's no misinformation. The thing that always makes me nervous about the fan-made docuseries is people are super critical of them, but remember to always think these people, because it takes a lot of time and energy to put something like this together. But I think the people get critical sometimes of maybe they're being biased or stuff like that. There's sometimes misinformation in there, and obviously as time goes on, there's new information. But so I'm always nervous about it. But at the same point in time, you guys are gonna do the right thing, right? You guys are making good videos. Thank you. Dog lover.
Is he pat his name? Teddy. His name's Teddy. I know. He's such a nice dog. 이제 가자 우리.
What is that? What is that thing that was on there? Is that those remind me of the old foldable phones. I don't know if you remember those the sidekicks or whatever they were. I had something like that back in the day. But it was bigger. It was almost like a little itty bitty laptop on that thing. I'm sorry, I get distracted by things, guys.
인사할게요. 하나, 둘, 셋. 안녕하세요. 제니 누나 가족이에요. 첫째 카이예요. 둘째 쿠마예요.
Oh god. Appears intimidating.
Said she tired, little money, need a big boy. Pull up 20-inch blades like I'm Lil Troy. Now it's everybody flocking, need a decoy. Shorty mixing up the vodka with the liquor. G-Wagon, 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 G-Wagon.
Actually a whole baby.
I'm ready to see some panda, panda. I'm ready to see panda, 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 panda.
아니야 괜찮아.
그 냄새 한번 맡고 올게요.
그렇지.
But a savage.
I used to live in New Zealand for 5 years. So.
For 5 years.
Yeah.
Did you study English?
I mean, of
Wow.
course, I lived there. I didn't really have to study. So.
So which city did you live in?
Do you know any cities in New Zealand? Someone.
Do you know any cities? Damn! It's so funny because I say this all the time, like when watching the docuseries, they do seem super, super like just like cutesy and humble. Then you break out something like that. Oh man. Also, like she was speaking English. Like I don't know if it was because she was a woman or like I don't know the context of what was happening there, but like when he was asking her if like she speaks English, like she was speaking fluent English. Very confused on that part.
Someone's asking me to wink for them. I know I did it last time, but no, I don't think I'll wink this time.
진짜 줄 수 있어? 저 믿고 따라와요. 가서 리사를 믿으면 안 돼.
옛날에 햄스터 키웠는데 주머니. 저 아무 안 저는 쥐도.
Wow. A whole chef.
다 된 것 같아. 이거 너무 잘 됐다. 난리 났네. 아몬드 파우더랑
네. 분당이.
나 지금 빨리 해. 4개 해야 돼.
영어로 배울 수 있어서 잘 참아내고 있다.
Oh, that's really cool.
And we got to shoot in this really beautiful, like a princess-like mansion, which I would like to live in one day. We're the rappers and we have to spit lots of words.
Yes.
In
Both languages.
in short amount of time.
But it's-
so be the one making jokes, but when we put her in the spot, she gets really shy.
Yeah.
You prefer chocolate over food sometimes, so it has to be you.
Yeah.
It's very pressuring every time I go on stage, but I enjoy it. So this is my favorite.
Netflix stand.
Literally Netflix all day. I recently finished Stranger Things again.
Again.
Game of Thrones, it's already all done, guys. I'm just waiting for the next season. Riverdale, of course, done. Is it 13 Reasons Why? Of course, I've already watched that. The Vampire Diaries, of course, that was like my thing a few years back when I was a trainee. I should stop talking about Netflix because I'm just gonna go on and on and on. Stop here.
I suppose like if like you're traveling all the time for shows and stuff like that, that there's probably not a ton that you could do, right? If you're in new areas, especially during the time of the pandemic, there probably wasn't a lot to do if you're like when you're not working, you know? This video is really funnily put together. I like it. Rosé, vocals for days. Like, so I just recently did a reaction to On the Ground, and that was like the first time that I really got to see like her voice showcased. like outside of just like little snippets in other docuseries and stuff. But like hearing that stuff, they're like, I want to hear more of her voice like that. I want to hear more of that. Like that is just like it just I think it's just there's something about it when it's raw and not yeah. Like okay, so like I make music with the producer, like we make music and like there's definitely a difference between like hearing a voice raw and like yeah, you hear it once it goes through all the different stuff, but like that kind of like raw nature of it right there, with just her kind of just singing, performing, and letting all that just tone come through, like I like that. I like that. Invented hair flips.
But own wardrobe, I feel like my my statue scene would be a little too much to take home. Right. And it's kind of sassy and like, you know, see you later.
At the same time, it was so embarrassing though. I was so embarrassed. I was like, why are we crying?
Always takes care of us. Like, Rosie,
like
did
our
you
mom.
take this? Rosie,
She's like our mom.
Rosie, have you eaten?
Rosie. And then the tone changes.
Or not here.
Oh my gosh, they're little unicorns.
Don't try to sell that. I mean,
I would buy one.
Yeah.
Hi. Oh, good day, mate.
I mean, like not to like I think that they all have like they're all in fantastic shape. They all have fantastic bodies and know how to move them very, very well. So like the fact that they didn't put that, maybe who knows? Maybe they'll put that on the other three, but they didn't put that on the last one. Yeah, like look at that. Like it's not just one of them.
많이 뜨겁죠?
나 빨리 자야 되는데 내일 스케줄 때문에.
더우니까 선스크린. 찜찜.
Get all these clips.
But yes, I have an avocado soft toy. I'm supposed to hate it, but I think it's really cute. I know I hate avocados, but something about me hating avocados makes me kind of like it in some way. And it's very, very odd.
Get it?
Go!
아보카도!
이거 네 번.
이거 세 번 더. 아보카도! 한 번만 더요.
Sings always.
I don't want you. Do you want me? Do you want me to? I really, really, really. Eldorado. 너의 눈빛에
사실 몰라요.
I always like I don't know why it's like one of those things that I find super fascinating, but like it's something that I'll never understand, and most of us will never understand. But like when you become like a big, you know, star or a singer or something like that, but then you still like are fans of other singers, like of like how that must kind of be like, and you see it all the time, like where people will like go up and still be like starstruck, even though they're huge international stars and stuff like that, because they still have like, you know, role models or people that they've looked up to over time. So it's just like I always find it really, really cool when like singers are like super into other singers' songs. Of course they would be because music, but I don't know why. Like it's just always stuck with me. I don't know.
Like a perfect night. Whoa! At first sight, and it's real. I wasn't. 여세부터 너무 무거워 얘. I will always love you. Yeah.
Jeez.
So I said I didn't want to put my head in the water, so I didn't want to get my hair wet, but what can I expect? Not cool.
Like this is what makes a lot of their fandom though, right? Like and this happens I think like Blackpink and BTS have this down really really well. There's a lot of other groups, but like with how much they spend on like other social media sources, how they all have their own personal like YouTube channels for the most part. They do a lot of like their own stuff and outreach to like stay in touch with the fans, live streams and stuff like that. Like the future of entertainment, I think, is already here. But it's like, yes, you see a lot of stars now with like TikToks and things like that. But like this whole, I feel like the K-pop genre does such a better job of, or the K-pop industry does a better job of like getting people to be more socially involved, because like when we're part of their lives as well, like it's just it's like a more fun part of the process. It's the same thing. Like even on like I have a small channel, right? And I've had a small Twitch channel before, and like people really like to know about you and the people behind it and see more into like your personal life, to get to know you. They want to feel like they're like with you on that level, and it's something that they do really really well. So stuff like this, well, it's cute and adorable. It's also like the reason that like fans can relate is because of things like this. I think it's really special that they do this.
제니가 영어로.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rosé. Today, in about 10 minutes, our new album Square Up is releasing. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And
너무 잘한대요 지금.
yeah, what's up, yo yo? I miss you guys. See you soon, ma.
wow.
대박. 와.
That's so, I would never be able to do that. No, I'm so afraid of heights, guys. Fun fact about me. So afraid of heights.
애들 없나 보다.
와 너네 진.
좋아. Hello, everyone. Hello.
콘서트야.
Hello.
Tell me what you want, whatever you want. Tell me what you want, whatever.
거기 누구 없어? 그 노래 뭐지? 지금 얼마나 재밌어.
I'm guessing that this must be from like the Blackpink like 24 365 thing. Is that correct? Like people have told me about like the Blackpink house stuff, that you can watch a bunch of their behind the scenes stuff, and like eventually once I get caught up on everything, then I'll start going to more stuff like that. But it's really really interesting. It's like when you go to think about it, their entire lives are like broadcast. Like everything that they do, it's not just about the music. The sensational part doesn't just come from the fact that they make amazing music and they're amazing dancers. It's that like you get to spend all of these intimate moments with them, and you get to see so much of like the backstory of their lives that like make it a much more personal experience.
왜요? 운동. 좋네. 야 운동하자 우리. 야 너 아파.
Oldest member.
For mommy.
Thank you.
표정이 진짜 근데 막 행복해 보여 진짜. 가봐.
있으시면?
자기 집을 사는 사람이 어디 있어? 다 전세 월세야.
마지막 전에 왔구나.
네, 그러니까요.
I was confused at first when this song came out or where they were going with this, but I get it now. Like one of the things that I think is also so special about them, though, that I like, they're all so different and unique. Yeah, I find like a lot of times in bands they try to like put people together that are too similar. Maybe that's not. Maybe that's just a Western thing. Because I'm really just starting to get really heavily involved in K-pop. But like maybe that's a Western thing where like they try to put people together that are super similar, and like their differences is what makes them so cool. Is because like they like each one brings such a difference to the group that it's so awesome. Especially in 4D personality.
마이미 땅카. 그건 없어요.
500 바트.
괜찮은데?
네, 괜찮아요.
마이미 땅카.
Are they like setting her up right now?
마이미 땅카. 판다월. 판다월. 피카츄.
안녕 안녕 나는 지수야 헐령 가스 먹었더니 이렇게 됐지
You're so gorgeous. I can't see anything to your face.
That has to be so much work.
Just look at your face.
It's really tough to like you gotta bleach black hair generally and then dye it. Like it's really tough to do with like super dark hair, and that looked really good. It seems like really weird to say, but like I have super dark hair as well, and like we did a challenge once where I was supposed to do it. My wife's like, no, because you're gonna have to bleach it. And then back in like high school, I also used to dye my hair, and the color never stays unless you're bleaching it. Number one actress.
야야야 붐바야. 야야야 붐바야. 야야야 붐바야 이야이야이야. 붐붐바 붐붐바 오빠.
Unique, powerful logo. Her voice is very sultry. It's very sultry. I like that.
Please. I'm so scary. Scary, slowly. My heart so bounce.
I couldn't do any of this. Oh. Every time I see people do stuff like this, it like freaks me out. Like I'm afraid for them. Nope. Oh my god. Nope. Yeah. No way.
I know his face.
Yeah. I know his face. Low key, the main rapper. I didn't know. Nice. Crack it.
야호.
누구세요, 서지 씨?
네, 정말 행복합니다. 정말 행복.
조금 대신하는 거 어때?
근데 이미
답이에요?
근데 그럼 퓨전이 아니잖아. 이사 똠얌 그 가루를 넣어보는 거는.
근데 이런 거 하루 종일 입고 싶어. 팥. 오케이. 그럼 나만 푸실 수가 없어. 야, 이거 봐. 맞습니다.
아, 피쉬 소스. 아니, 싫은 표정 아니었어. 되게 그냥 간장이 좀 싸서.
The problem is I feel like that would be me. That would be me. Like the older one that just like, to be fair, when I'm on, like, I know what you guys only get to see like this, but like when I'm in like, when I used to do my live streams for like gaming and stuff like that, like sometimes I just got really ridiculous, especially when we do like group events. Like on my own, I'm not doing it, but we would do like our group charity events and stuff like that. We'd have like 8 to 12 people in there, and I would just cause chaos all the time and just like, it's so hard. Life's too short to take everything so seriously, you know? She's hilarious. Visual. Oh, it's silent. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting, and it just purely by luck. And I know that there's probably going to be some people like, why are you talking about other groups? Because like I've been exposed to a lot of it, and I think it's cool to relate some of them. But like, obviously, there's a lot of crossover with like the BTS fans, and it's just interesting that in both groups, like the oldest member of the group for both groups has such a distinct visual, but also a very, very distinct voice and vocal. And they happen to be the oldest one of the groups, and their personalities are kind of like really, really similar with like kind of like the whole crackhead like worldwide handsome, you know, thing. Like I find it really, really cool and unique that that both of them kind of have that. Lisa. You're telling me about Lisa. I love where they found all these pictures of them. They're hilarious. Lockdown, the youngest.
Elsa, let it go.
Can't hold it back anymore.
Do they have to like get people out of the way when they're in stores and stuff like that? Like, even if this was years ago, there's no way that people didn't know who they were. Or when they're somebody had said once that like the groups like that labels ask kids, I don't know how true this is, I just saw a comment on it, that like they ask like the fans to try to not bombard them when they're out so they can try to have like somewhat of a public life. But I still find it hard to believe that if like you're a superstar and an idol like that people aren't going to come up to you. But like whenever I see this stuff in public for these guys, I'm like, how like, are there like security people like just like making sure that the areas are roped off for them to be able to go around? Because there's no way with how huge they are that like people don't want to like meet them, you know?
나 너무 더워. 아, 다들 아무
Oh no! Oh no! At least she wasn't go that bad. Happy virus.
오빠, 끝까지. 오빠, 끝까지.
모아서
갔다 와요. 사연하라.
저러네요.
연주 보고 있어요. 중독을 깐죽합니다.
누굴 사귀고 싶는지. 리사부터.
Huh?
응. 나는 나.
I date myself.
저희 표정도 이렇게 찍어주세요.
Wow.
이마도 싹 하겠습니다. 수건 총 닦는 거랑 건투어 많이 만들고 다시 돌아가면 좋겠어요. 같이 오면 진짜 얼마나 좋았을까. 너무 행복한걸. 날씨 딱 좋고.
True. You could hear people yelling. Oh my god. Ah, man. Love for cats.
Say hi.
The cat does not look happy right now. The cat does not want to be there.
No, no mommy nyam nyam. Okay? No mommy nyam nyam. 다시. 인사하자. Luca. 냄새 좋아.
I can speak Thai because I'm Thai and Korean. English. A little bit English.
Not
a little bit. She's good.
But she speaks English really well, huh?
A little bit Japanese.
จริงๆแล้วหนูก็เป็นคนอย่างนี้ปกติอยู่แล้วแต่ก็
It amazes me the standards that like there are in other countries that we don't have here. Like like for how much English she can speak. Like most people, I feel like here that you'd be considered pretty fluent in that, especially like for her accent is like spot on. But like, I really wish that we were exposed to more languages at younger ages here. And it's different everywhere, but I remember even in, like, we couldn't take a foreign language in elementary school. There were, like, after-school programs you could sign up for a little bit. Like, that I remember high school students actually came to school and volunteered, and they would come, like, once a week and, like, just teach you, like, basic things like colors and stuff. But, I mean, like, by that point in time, we were already in, like, 5th grade. And, like, the best time to learn other languages is obviously, like, super early on in life. And then I don't think it was until 7th grade in middle school that you could finally take a language, but it was, like, every other day. And again, you need to constantly be speaking it and practicing it and stuff like that in order to do it. So it's just like, it's just, I just wish that we put more of a, I don't know, like an emphasis on it here. But like, of course, it's America, right? So it's like, hey, learn English. And it's just, it's so wrong.
คือหนูคิดว่าก็อยากให้คนรอบข้างเขาแฮปปี้ไปด้วยอะค่ะก็เลยคิดว่าเราควรจะแฮปปี้ของเราก่อนเลยทำให้คนอื่นแฮปปี้ตามไปด้วยได้ค่ะ
พูด한다고 알아. 오, 정말. 오, 정말. You'll never know.
日本語のプロモーションビデオも頑張って撮影したのでぜひチェックしてください
My first time here in LA, and I felt like, oh, I want to live
So
here.
special.
I don't know why. I just love the streets, love food, everything. The weather's nice too.
I feel bittersweet.
Smooth criminal, I'm bad and touchable. I be feeling myself when you're looking my way. What your queen checkmate for the win. 달려봐 달려봐 오빠야 Lambo. 오늘은 너와 나 젊음을 gamble. 감이나 막지 마 혹시나 누가 날 막아도 I'ma go brrr, Rambo.
자리에 있게 해준 블링크 고마워요 사랑해요 부모님 저드리고 블링크 너무 감사해요 우리 부모님 너무 사랑하고 멤버들 사랑합니다 감사합니다
응원해준 우리 블링크 감사합니다. 저희 앞으로
우리 블링크 너무너무 감사드립니다. 앞으로 더 열심히 해서 좋은 모습
블링크 저희
I don't know why I find it so fascinating. Like, there's obviously a lot of them out there with like the internet culture, but like, how big do you have to be to like have a fandom that actually has a name and that cares about you so much? It's just that's so cool, so freaking cool.
이번에도 블링크 너무
K-pop anchor style.
Unhelpful, that's me, I'm confident. Don't want your compliments, use common sense. I'm on my Michelle Obama. Shut your mouth, boy, I think you know who run this house. I ain't thirsting for no bae, cause
I mean, this isn't wrong here. Her laugh, yes.
되게 좋겠다.
웃기게 죽겠다. 아 욕심내 너 얘기라고 했잖아
The duality is so like they all have this though. This isn't just like it still impresses me how much they can change for each one of these. I mean, like, it's the whole thing. It's not just singing. There's so much acting that goes into what they do and all their performances. And like seeing, again, the more and more documentary series that I see and the more stuff I see about them, and even like the differences between like their softer songs to their darker songs, it's crazy how they can just switch like that. That's a lot of talent.
No, we're not a team. We're not a team. We're not a team. This is a competition. Okay, okay, okay.
쟤 이름 뭐야? 이름
얘 이름
지어줬어?
없어.
아 지워줘.
얘 그냥 저
나-
비행기 탈 때랑
나
호텔에서 맨날 얘 배우자.
내가 지어줄게. 뭐? 방구. 방구 어때?
방구면 방구 냄새 날 것 같잖아.
아니야.
누가 들으면 냄새 난다 생각해.
향기로운 방구일 수도 있잖아.
방구 어딨어 이 세상에.
야 이거 완전 힙합. 잠깐만. orange juice, yes.
여기야.
다리가 덜덜이네. 안녕하세요, 블랙핑크입니다.
모두 타는 것보다 이게 더 쉬운 것 같아. 무대 쓰는 게.
지금 너를 원하는데 순간이 느껴지니.
내 카메라 온다.
Jeez. Oh my goodness. Oh, your first video. Impressive. Super impressive. Well, that was awesome. I feel like it just lets you see kind of snippets. I know that was kind of like a crackhead kind of compilation too. There was a lot of funny in there. There's obviously some personal opinions, but it does let you see like a cool little snippets of like their lives and their personalities and stuff that definitely I didn't get to see in the other documentaries and stuff. So really, really cool. And then a little bit more like about like of the things that they do or the things that they like. So that's really, really awesome. Huge shout out to Lalisa Enthusiast. Please make sure you go and check them out as well because they were kind enough to make this for us to be able to be here and talk about it today. So if you haven't already, I'm sure that all of you have already seen it. But if you haven't, go and check them out. I'll put those links in the description below. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. If nobody told you they love you, don't forget I love you. You are appreciated and you are always welcome here. If you haven't yet, hit the like and subscribe button, the little notification bell to know when our videos come out or when we go live. And last but certainly not least, it was a great day to play. Thank you so much, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.